St. Gregory's University in Shawnee is still dealing with damage from one of the most powerful quakes to hit the state 4 years ago. I spoke with reporter Joe Wirtz, who has been following this story for State Impact Oklahoma. Joe, in 2011, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hit near Prague, Oklahoma. What damage did it do at St. Gregory's?
Well, St. Gregory's was sort of an earthquake icon. It was icon of this big November 2011 quake. Not big, but biggest in Oklahoma. And, you know, the two towers on this sort of historic signature building at St. Gregory's, one of them toppled, the other started having bricks fall off, and it was sort of like the big public illustration of this earthquake, right? We had lots of news footage, helicopters flying around it. So a lot of the damage to Benedictine Hall, this historic building there. But sort of less known was the damage that happened sort of behind the university. St. Gregory's is Catholic college and a monastery. But there was a lot of big damage to the monks' workshop, which is behind the university, behind the abbey. And it essentially cracked the building. I mean, it looks cracked in half. Floor to ceiling cracks going right through the concrete blocks. Floors are all wavy and buckled. Two structural engineering firms have essentially condemned the monks' workshop. Now, this is where they do everything. I mean, the sort of spiritual public face of the monastery is in the abbey, but the real work of the monks goes on in this workshop. They tailor their clothes, do their beekeeping, workshop, wood shop, machine shop, and it's essentially condemned.
What will happen?
Well, in true monk fashion, they put the needs of the university before their own. So when they were raising money to fix the university, the needs of the college itself went first, and they raised money and used funding to fix the Benedictine Hall. Monks don't have any money to fix their workshop, so kind of on hold right now.
Is St. Gregory's looking at litigation to try to recover damages?
Right. No, not at this point. They're not. I mean, obviously we've had some lawsuits over both personal injuries and also property damage related to earthquakes, suing disposal well operators in the area. And of course, disposal wells have been linked to these earthquakes. But St. Gregory's is not pursuing any litigation.
So what's next for them? Some things have been fixed, but they still have that problem.
Well, what's next is sort of uncertain. It's really had a big financial drain on the university. Even the damage that had already been fixed and repaired created a really big dent in the budget there. This is a school that has 350 kids that live on campus. It's really, really small. So it speaks to sort of the long-term issue here. This happened almost 4 years ago. The school is still reeling from this damage. And now as we start to see these lawsuits pop up, I think what happened at St. Gregory's really offers a good illustration of how complicated and costly and time-consuming a lot of this stuff can be. It's a big deal.
Joe Wirtz from State Impact Oklahoma, thank you.
Thank you.